Oh, yeah, we're on a delay.
You're on.
Hey.
You're on, baby.
It's Thanksgiving week. You can't even see my shirt.
What's it say? The microphone's in the way. Thankful. Ah. That's pretty cool.
Last night I wore gobble gobble, and
Gobble gobble.
Thursday will be I'm just here for the pie.
Oh, and by the way, I don't mean to interrupt you, but speaking of pies, oh my goodness, you brought some pies this morning.
The best pies.
Yeah.
So
and
good.
the thing is, they're huge.
They're ginormous.
They are gargantuan.
And they're good.
And I am thankful.
Thankful for you guys. Which is why I brought the pies.
All right, is this going to turn into a sappy show?
It's kind of like a Friends episode because I said the one where we're thankful. Or
Yeah, the one we're thankful about.
Yeah,
That's the
one
title.
we're thankful about.
There you go.
Yeah, it's there's a lot to chat about, and that's why I was like, you know what, we're gonna talk about some thankfulness things here as we enter in. I am thankful I'm still upright just because it's been a long week since I was here last time. Just stuff and all the things, and very excited about stuff I'd had going on. And so let's dive in because this show could go on and on.
Okay.
All right. My name is Courtney Barstead Logan. I'm a realtor here in the Grand Cities with eXp Realty. You can find me on social media at Grand Cities Living. If you're on Facebook and checking this out, you can revisit it at YouTube at Grand Cities Living, and you can check it out as a podcast. A lot of people have been hitting that up lately, finding it on their favorite podcast place. All I know about is like the Apple icon, so I don't even know where else you get podcasts. Spotify for the cool kids. Okay, the Spotify. So you can find it there, and then if you are on Twitter, that's Grand Cities Life. So try to make it as easy as possible, but I know it's confusing. If any of that makes you mad, feel free to light up my broker at nd.broker@exprealty.net. She'd love to hear from you. So that's where you can find her. But this is Put a Fork in It, the Grand City's most exciting. It is a podcast, videocast, and we are not yet a true crime podcast, but a lot of that has been tossed around in the last week. I might be producing a true crime podcast coming soon. So stay with me, hang in there, folks, because I got a lot of stuff on my mind. So
a neat trick too. If you have a smart speaker, you can just tell your smart speaker to play your podcast.
Oh my gosh! If Alexa, you can be like, Alexa, play Put a Fork in It.
Yeah.
I hope when I did that, everyone's Alexa started playing Put a Fork in It. Did it do that?
It lit up. It was listening to you.
It was like, hello. Yeah.
Hello there.
Mine's been kind of bitchy lately. Like, it depends on how you talk to her.
Uh-oh.
Like, yeah. When my son yells at her, she's not a good listener.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Do you have, it's a she?
I think so.
Yeah, because like my wife's app, for maps and stuff in the car, it's a dude with an accent, like a British accent.
Yes.
It's like, really?
More calming. But does he say it in like meters?
No.
Okay.
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
See, I get really confused because I have a Google Home
You would.
at my home.
Yeah.
But then I have the Alexa here, so I'm always at home calling it Alexa, and then I'm calling it
Google-exa.
Google
Yeah.
here, and I just
That should be my first thing I'm thankful for is people that use iPhones. Because, the Android users of this world have really been lighting me up lately. Because, like, I can't, go on my computer, which is a Mac, and I can go through and just send to stuff. So yesterday I was telling my clients and friends, here's your Pi reminder. And then, if you have an Android, I probably didn't send you a text reminder because it would have required me to, like, go to my phone, find the thing, send you a text.
And I get a hard time because I have an iPhone.
Yeah.
People give me a hard time because I have one.
Welcome to the real world, people.
There you
I
go.
know. There is no one more stubborn than a 2-year-old or an Android user. So
I'm out.
Yep. Bye-bye. I'm telling you, you can either be cool or not. But,
Oh, boy.
I heard people this week, and they were like, I'm going to be, like, booting this person from the group chat because they have an Android until they get an Android. And I was,
gee.
or until they get an iPhone.
It's really that's like below the belt stuff there.
It's not, though. We're all living in this world of fast-paced stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, so this is the thankful episode. I'm here. I am on the move after this to give away about 40-some pies. I'm super pumped. Very excited. This is one of my favorite days of the year when I get to bring clients and friends in and give them the pies and sometimes see their faces for the first time since maybe even closing on their houses because I haven't seen them, throughout the community. So today's a fun day, and thankfully the folks at American Federal Bank have offered me their conference room because, I office out of my home.
Oh, sure.
So
then,
they didn't have to come to my house and hear my dogs be like, boo. So I am going to start the thankful episode with, I am thankful for small area businesses and shopping local, but also shopping here. And I'm going to put a little note in for that because I've had 2 people give me a little crap of I get these lovely pies from Sam's Club, and someone's like, oh, yeah, shop local. And I was like, we employ people at Sam's Club in our community, okay? If we aren't shopping at these places, people aren't making wages. So, like, let's not shut down.
Yeah, and let's look a gift horse in the mouth, shall we?
Yeah, yes.
Jeez.
Yeah.
You know what I'd be doing? Next year it'd be like, no pie for you!
Yep, no,
and that's
cut them
it?
off.
Yep.
Cut them off from the pie, yeah. Yeah, so same thing. I know I've had people say, like, you know, you're a Starbucks person. I was like, you know what? I love supporting the people that work at Starbucks because they're sometimes the most friendliest faces you see all day long.
And it's a good way to kick off your day. That's a huge thing, how you kick off your day. It's just could be the first person you talk to.
Yep.
Well, one of the things about
see?
The people at Starbucks, they always got to give credit for is because I'm going there to get coffee to wake me up in the morning.
Yeah.
And they've been there for a few hours already getting everything prepped for the day for everybody to come in. So
3 in the morning. I know. So I just hit my little app, do the thing. But so really encouraging people as we enter, you know, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all the things, hit up our local businesses, hit up our places, hit up our Menards, hit up our, you know, our Lowe's, our places of business. So we don't see more of them closing. We have seen big box stores close in our community. We have seen small businesses close, and so make sure that we do hit those up. But we are also on the flip side seeing community growth. We've got like 2 new cookie spots. Insomnia's open. We're gonna have Crumble Cookie opening here soon. We've got Crisp and Green Salad Shop opening. The Opal will be opening here soon, which is amazing. Sweetwater's tea and coffee. So just make sure that you think through those things. And a lot of places are offering gift cards with like a little bonus, which is really cool. And a great way to support our businesses. So they'll say, hey, spend 50, we'll give you 10. What an awesome idea. We're helping them. I just learned that Black Friday was taking businesses from the red to the black because they had struggled all year. So I really had no idea why it was called Black Friday. I also heard on the radio it's called Brown Friday because it's the most called Roto-Rooter Day because people clog the pipes. So you're welcome.
That seems weird. Oh, no, I guess it doesn't. Day after day. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
that makes sense.
Easy on the pipes, folks. Easy on the pipes.
Hey, lay off a little bit on the stuffing this year, all right?
Yeah. Let's go gluten-free.
More cranberries.
Yeah, yes. Make sure you get your vegetable tray.
A little milk and magnesia.
Yep.
Ooh,
whatever you need.
What kind of gravy is that?
Do it
It's
on
pink.
Saturday. Or maybe you wait until you shop local. You hit up everyone's restrooms throughout the
There you go. Go destroy everybody else's restroom.
See? There you go.
Perfect. Yep. Make sure you bring that Saturday paper with you, too.
Yes, the Saturday paper. We were talking about that. Yep. Okay. So the next thing I'm thankful for is community growth. Last time I was here, we were talking about the vote, and I'm very happy personally that the 0.75% sales tax was extended through 2029. So we are going to be seeing that next step for the fitness facility, indoor pool, and things like that are moving along. So that's super exciting. But one of the things I wanted to mention, because I try to stay away from those like negative Facebook groups, but once in a while you find yourself in those. I know.
You have to.
And it just kills my
You can only
soul.
hold your tongue for so long sometimes, because I just did the same thing this morning.
Right? And I had to mute some of them. So there's the raves, the rants, even the moms groups, folks. Sometimes those get a little feisty. So lately, for whatever reason, oh my goodness, he's writing down a name and I just, had conversation about that individual here too. So those keyboard warriors. So a lot of times we hear from people like, there's nothing to do in this town and this is just horrible. And someone's like, hey, I'm in town. Like, what should I do? And people are like, all you can do is drink. I have had the opportunity to hit up a lot of our local places here in town lately and super impressed with, I don't even know what that first thing I wrote down was cool, but this weekend we were at Northern Air for a birthday party and I had never been in there.
Oh, and now they got go-karts?
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah. Go-karts and the axe throwing, but like, holy cow, for like and what a well-oiled machine. They're like, if you have a purple band, you better get out of the, jumping area. And then we played the games and the laser tag and like, what a really, really cool space for our community. Again, I know these things cost money, people, but
Oh, it's a great place for birthday parties. That's where I take my kids, and they can do the trampoline stuff, and they'll bring in pizzas. And,
you can do all the things. Play it. I was just there for another birthday party, and it was great because there was like a super elite club of the pickleballers, right? Like I knew for sure. I didn't even look at them because I didn't fit in, and I didn't have my racket. But
didn't have enough sweatbands with you and wristbands and stuff?
No, like someone had their like pickleball club logo on their car, so I knew this was gonna be intense. So I just like love that because there's a place for people to go. But they had we played a lot of air hockey when I was there with my 4-year-old. There was batting cages and basketball and stuff like that. So there's that. Red River Valley Gymnastics. I freaking love that place because you can just there is open gym.
Yeah.
And we take part in ninja class, which I know people like you have to get on the list. It is probably one of the most user-friendly clubs, organizations in town to get in. You have a parent portal, you can sign up for stuff, or you can go in for open gym. Also, if you are a friend, client of Grand Cities Living, stay tuned because we're going to have some open gyms just for you. So it's exciting. We're going to do that. The Park District right now does have, I think, Sienna Village coming up, so that's going to be happening. And then I saw the Lights for Light in the Park, which is Lions Club.
Yes, I saw the signs this morning, in fact, going down Belmont.
I saw the sign. Yeah, so, go check that out. So community growth, different things going on. If you ever have a question and you're like feeling like a cotton-headed ninny muggins and you're all like angry about stuff in the community, like please let me know because I would find you 500 things to do. Okay?
A what?
Cotton-headed ninny muggins.
That's from
Elf.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, sure.
Yep. See,
did you hear that?
Yep.
Anyway,
it's tying into my next thing.
One of my favorite movies.
Yep,
Yeah.
events. So speaking of Elf, Dan Fiested, a friend of all of ours, was dressed up as Buddy the Elf this weekend, spinning the tunes at Holly Dow's. He was the perfect elf. It was amazing.
Was he wearing tights?
Yes.
Oh my goodness! Did you get a picture?
I did.
Oh,
yeah.
good.
The kids are all like, Buddy.
I was just with him last week. I was showing him the most ginormous elf ever on the planet.
It's great. He was like the perfect elf. So
I bet he knocked it out of the park.
So right. So speaking of events, Holly Dazzle was this weekend, which could the weather be any better right now?
Gosh,
knock on wood.
Yeah. But you know what got me, and I'm sorry to interrupt, so many people had no idea that Holly Dazzle was going on because all of a sudden Facebook lit up. Sounds like gunfire. What's going on out there?
Gosh.
Jeepers. And everybody's like, it's Holly Dazzle, you
Fireworks.
dumb, you know what? Yeah.
I am always, like last year I was amazed. This year I barely made it because put on a nice little event with some friends this weekend, but we got there about 4:30 and again, the streets are like, I was laughing. I was like, this is like New York City when you're crossing at the crosswalk because it was so busy. And all the businesses are just jam-packed. We went down to the Ember. We took some pictures at the photo booth, which, again, these are like super simple things that people are setting up a photo booth, and they'll take your camera, picture, free hot cocoa, cookie decorating. We went and did some s'mores downtown or in Town Square there. There was the parade. I did have a lot of anxiety at the parade because there's a lot of adults who like to stand in front of kids and people that don't watch their kids, but that's neither here nor there. That's its own show.
It's for another show.
It's another show. Yeah. So that was amazing. And then we had the fireworks lighting up the tree. It was like, I'm sorry, if you want all the community feels, Holly Dazzle was where it was at.
Yeah,
so it was super cool. We also had a busy weekend of football, hockey, basketball was in town.
Which all went pretty good.
All went pretty well.
Most of it.
Yeah, the girls lost like by a squeaker there. So that was good. I had the pleasure of helping bring back together Sorority Sisters for Alpha Chi Omega for their 100th anniversary here at UND. So we had 450 people there. It was so cool. We had 300 plus sisters initiated anywhere from the 60s to currently. So it was really cool. We maxed out the Memorial Union Ballroom, which if you have not been on campus and touring, holy smokes, it's so nice.
Yeah.
That building that the students built, I always say. But we had all of that. And then this weekend we have hockey. We've got football,
playoff football.
Yes. Congrats to Bubba and the crew. So
high school hockey starts tonight for guys. For boys hockey, girls is already going on.
Tonight. Okay. All the things this week. And then, so you go from football at noon and then the Nutcrackers at 3 if you're attending. Probably won't make it to hockey that night.
Cat Perkins is coming Sunday.
Cat Perkins is coming Sunday.
How about that?
Honestly, there is so much going on this weekend. And again, for people that are like, oh my gosh, it costs to go to those things. A lot of these things you can find some very cheap, minimal price tickets. I don't know about the playoff. I mean, I think I paid $25 for my seats for playoff game. So it's going to be awesome. Going to be a great game. Really want us to blow out so I can like leave early for the Nutcracker.
And you know, last year the playoffs, UND got ripped off,
robbed
so bad.
Yeah.
So it's good to see that they're here.
They're here.
Yep.
And then we can go take on South Dakota and rematch that.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the Bison did not get a bye.
Oh, I mean, they kind of did. They're playing Drake.
Yeah, they kind of did.
I was like, okay. Like, yeah, everybody's like, oh, okay, now they're playing. And then they're next, so whatever. But whatever the Bison need to do to feel Bison-y.
Whatever,
so,
to feel Bison-y.
Yeah, it was pretty cool for them. But another thing thankful is check out the Chester Fritz and the Empire Arts in town, because there is something going on all the time with this weekend. Like I said, there's the Nutcracker. I had the pleasure a few weeks ago of attending Blippi. That's right. Bluey is headed here, and if you aren't a fan of Bluey, I'm going to recommend that everybody watch it. I feel like it is Family Guy for parents because of the undertones, but then it is so family friendly. It's so funny.
And a lot of these shows like that are now that way, not just for kids.
Right? It's like Shrek started it.
Right. I mean, if you're going to be there with your kids, spending time there, you better make it a little, entertaining for the folks too.
Yes, absolutely. Last night was Cirque. I don't know if people attended that, but great show. I also saw that the Alaris Center was offering free tickets to Cirque, and there was one more. Two people that had their tickets canceled from the Jonas Brothers.
Oh, sure.
And I like, what a cool thing for them to say, hey, free tickets if you just show us your Jonas
what a
Brothers
not
tickets.
so cool thing for the Jonas Brothers to do, though.
I know.
You know what their logistical problem was, don't you?
College game day.
Yeah.
Are they JMU people?
I don't know, but then they even went to a bar and showed up at some random bar and started bartending for people.
They're weird.
Yeah. But then again, you pissed us off.
Yeah.
So they didn't reschedule? They just canceled altogether?
I don't know if they can reschedule. Well, they said they're going to, but they go overseas here soon. So I don't know if they're going to be like, oh, we'll just make a quick trip to Grand Forks.
That's right on the way. Yeah. That's right on the way to London.
Yeah. So I don't know. I've heard a lot of people that are like, I'm just going to take the cancellation and call it a day.
Sure.
So yeah. And then just in visiting with people, I know people are like, whatever, but I have had 2 families lately that are moving here and will tell me, like, we have never experienced the nicest people ever that you have in Grand Forks. Like, this is just out of this world. And I know I'm probably, to the people that are, here and are local, it's something for us to kind of pat ourselves in the back. But I always tell people, we stay here for the people, not for the weather. Okay. And working really with a client right now who she was like, I've never received this amount of support from people in terms of, we were looking for a school for our son, and we're trying to find jobs and places to live and just different things. And everywhere we go, every restaurant we go to, like everywhere, people are like, where are you from? What are you doing here? And like offer all kinds of welcomes and suggestions.
I emceed a fundraiser Sunday morning. It started at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
We had people that made the trip down from Canada, Warroad, Bemidji, Brainerd, Fargo, Minneapolis, all over the place.
Was this the pancake one?
No.
What was it?
This was for Julie Peterson.
Oh, yep.
But they came from all over the place on a Sunday morning.
Yeah.
And that just tells you what the people around here are really like.
Right?
I mean, it does.
And I give a shout out to the city too, because they made a 3rd round of leaf collection because of the weather. I mean, that was a lifesaver for me.
Leaf collection. Yep. I saw, they said they were coming back around, and I saw there was like 3 comments on there, and 3 in a row were my clients, and I was going to reach out to them and say, listen, I think that they're coming to get your leaves, folks.
Yeah.
So,
I
gave a bunch of them crap this weekend.
I pulled a few strings. I think they're coming back.
I was like laughing. I was like, I love that you, my client Nate said he, watched it on his Ring camera and they didn't come by. So I said, I love that you're keeping them honest, because we need to do that. But,
Sure.
But yeah, so it was great. Yeah, I had our lawn cleaned up this weekend. It's November. We're cleaning up our lawn. It's like tailgating this weekend. People were out and about. Wonderful. we might be able to do that this weekend. I don't know, depending on what people got going on, but it might be just as nice for tailgating this weekend. It's nicer this weekend than when the Stinky Bison came to visit, I think.
Oh, yeah. It is.
Absolutely. So for those that might say, I'm grumping along and, this is a season, so many wonderful things to be thankful for here in our community, things that we have to offer, things that I think often get, taken for granted. And please pass the word along about these things, because we do truly live in a wonderful community and have great resources, great events, and things like that. So,
throughout your podcast, we actually have guests on that you have in here, and Eckberg, Jennifer's one of them, with the Santa Claus girls. So I just wanted to put this out there too, folks.
Yes.
When you're talking about North Dakota, Minnesota nice, there's a lot of kids out there that don't have what you probably do at home. Check out any one of these groups, like the Santa Claus girls or whatever, because you would be just shocked with how many kids will have really nothing at Christmas this year. So, if you really want to prove how nice you are and how nice we are, think about something like that too.
Absolutely.
The Circle of Friends, I know that they're trying to raise some money to help animals in need.
Yeah,
I know. I watched one of the reels last night, which I did revisit for people. They were getting a midnight snack, and it caused me to drop a donation last night while I was watching it. So, they're out camping in their parking lot.
Yeah.
So, I have a client who every year they go Black Friday shopping, but they Black Friday shop for the dog rescues, and they do like beds and blankets and stuff like that. So, such a great option.
Yeah, and if you read the negative remarks on social media about this event that they're doing, that guy got run out of town for flapping his lips about everything else in the beforehand, and so just don't pay attention to him.
No, there's a lot. Yeah. If you have something negative to say about the puppies, then just
come
right. At me. Yeah.
Great. Yeah. Or the dogs might sue him.
Yes.
Or something like that. Okay, I probably went too far already.
No,
Sorry.
It's okay. I am definitely not thankful for that guy and his chatter.
No, and I don't think he's a faithful watcher or follower of this show either.
Yeah.
So yeah.
He might be on my true crime podcast. We never know. We might be talking about him.
Can I be part of this one?
Yes. So we'll get there. For those that don't know, someday I want to be on Dateline, not because I was murdered, but I just want to be on there where they interview me and they're like, Courtney.
If you go on Dateline, though, you have to talk out of the corner of your mouth, because almost all of their hosts talk out of their corner of their mouth. You ever notice that? Because I watch that show all the time.
Host, though?
You'd be perfect.
Yeah.
You'd be perfect.
I think, I don't know. I really want Keith Morrison to come up here. I've been told he's already done a North Dakota story, but I'm really banking on the fact he's going to come up from this true crime podcast story that I have. So,
well, you should hear the time crisis one that Dale put together for Midwest Pixel Pros. That was
Time Night.
Time Night.
Time Night.
Yeah, we did a dramatic screenplay reading, a two-parter, and Paul was just phenomenal in it.
This is okay. So
for another show.
Going off the rails. Going off the rails. Well, stay tuned. I'm hoping to have Coach Paul Sather coming up here. We've got some more holiday things, so stay tuned. We've got some great guests coming as we end November, we enter December, and make sure that whatever you do for Thanksgiving, this is so fitting that you put a fork in it and enjoy, be thankful. I'm thankful for all of you, and happy Thanksgiving.
Same to you.